Hi guys, so for this video, I'm gonna bring you through how I meal prep for the week in a way that's affordable and quick. So I know it can be really overwhelming to figure out what to make and how to find the time to make everything. So I'm gonna bring you through everything step by step. So if you're trying to figure out what you wanna put in your meal prep, it's all gonna depend on your goals and also what you like to eat. So if you're just looking for something that's an overall healthy and sustainable meal, I would aim to put some type of protein, some type of complex carb, and then a type of vegetable of your choice. And the proportions of all those are gonna be unique to you and your needs. So here are my ingredients that I'm gonna use for my meals. For my protein, I'm using lean ground turkey breast. And then for my vegetable, I'm using shaved Brussels sprouts. And then for my carbohydrates, I'm using this mix I got from Target. So it has quinoa, zucchini, and sweet potatoes in it. So the sweet potatoes and quinoa will be considered my carbohydrates, and then the zucchini just for some extra vegetables. And I love this stuff because when I'm in a hurry and I don't have a lot of time to meal prep, I can literally just put it in the microwave for a few minutes and it's ready. So I'll get stuff like this when I don't have time to actually make home-cooked rice or quinoa, and it's way easier. And last, to top everything off, I'm going to use one of these sauces. I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet, but these are my absolute favorite dressings. They're made with yogurt, so they're a lot less calories than normal dressings. So these are the 3 flavors that I have right now. And again, I'll just use this for flavor in my meals. So it's currently 2:10 p.m., so I'm going to see how fast I can get this done. I'm going to be cooking the turkey on a pan. And then I usually spray the pan with this Pam spray. I don't like to use oil because it's just a lot of unnecessary calories. And then for seasoning in my turkey, I'm using garlic powder and then parsley. So the turkey is cooking, and then at the same time, I'm also cooking my Brussels sprouts. I'm cooking them on a pan and then using the same seasoning as I used for the turkey. For the bag of quinoa, zucchini, and sweet potatoes, since it just needs to be microwaved, I just measure it out in my Tupperware, and then I just place them each in the microwave for a few minutes. So while the other stuff is still cooking, I'll just put it in the microwave for like a minute each. The Brussels sprouts are done, and so now I'm just waiting on the turkey. The turkey is done, so now I'm going to measure out the turkey and the Brussels sprouts and then add them into the containers. So everything is all measured out, and I forgot to mention I only need 6 meals for this week, so if you're wondering why there's not 7, that is why. But everything is all measured out and ready to go. Also, it is literally 2:31 p.m., so that took about 20 minutes to do all of that. So like I mentioned before, the last thing that I add to my meals are these sauces. So I just wait until the day that I eat them to add on top of it, just because when the meals are in the freezer and the fridge, it can get gross if the sauce freezes and then you reheat them. So I just wait until that day. So I finished meal prepping in about 20 minutes, so that was super fast. I made my dinners for the week, so for breakfast and lunch, I'm able to just make them there and then. So for my dinners, I'll then take all of it and then put it in the freezer so it doesn't go bad. And then the night before, I'll take one of them and put it in the fridge so then it can thaw. And then that day for dinner, I'll put it in the microwave for a few minutes, add my sauce, and then it's all ready to go. I just have a few tips about meal prepping. The first one is, I know it can get kind of gross to eat the same thing every single day for that week. So a big thing that helps with that is adding different like seasonings, different sauces every day. I think that can make a big difference. And I would say also switching up your meals week by week. So the meals I made for this week, I'll make something totally different next week. Like I've done it where I've had the same thing for like months in a row and I got so sick of it. So I would definitely recommend making sure you make something totally different the next week, just so you can mix things up. And then another reason for completely switching things up week by week, obviously certain vegetables and foods are higher in certain vitamins and minerals, so you just want to make sure that you're getting a variety and not just sticking to the same one. So one last thing I want to mention, I know that eating healthy can be extremely expensive, but I also think that you'd be surprised like how doable you can make it. So I calculated how much that meal would cost. So the meal I just made would cost $3.30, and then I went on the McDonald's menu and I looked up the price of what a Big Mac would cost, and a Big Mac would cost $3.99. So the meal I just made is cheaper than a Big Mac at McDonald's with a lot more nutrients. So I think that, yes, depending on what you buy, healthy food can be very expensive, but I think you can also make it work according to your budget if needed. So that is how I meal prep quickly and on a budget. Thanks for watching.